Harrison with you at the Los Angeles premiere of Zeitgeist Moving Forward, and I happen to be joined by a guy named Jason Lord, who is wonderfully coordinating some 36 Zeitgeist movements throughout Los Angeles.
Actually, there's one chapter in Los Angeles. There's 11 chapters in California. I coordinate the state of California. I created a place for people to come to, a website. If you're interested in these ideas, in what the Venus Project is about, what the movie advocates, the chapter structure is just a place people can come to, and I help coordinate chapters in the other cities in the state, and there's 11 of them right now.
You know, it's funny you say the Venus Project, and we think of planets or the moon or tinfoil hats, but this is really about re-coordinating the ebb and flow of monetary value. This is about you and I sharing our toys in the sandbox of possibility. Give us the quick upload on what is the Venus Project.
The Venus Project advocates if you want to evolve beyond poverty, politics, and warfare, you need to declare the resources of the planet the heritage, common heritage of all the world's people. That sounds like a fancy phrase, a linguistic phrase, but ultimately it's a systems approach to managing resources of the earth and social affairs, and it's based on systems theory.
Which means then ultimately that the way that we used to do it, like I give you $1 and you give me this back, basically we operate and cooperate based on pre-existing things. Like if there's water, like the founding daddies used to imagine, commonwealth, that the water belongs to all of us and that we somehow share the water?
Through the application of technology, it's possible to create enough using the vernacular, abundance on the planet for everyone. I know that's a leap, saying that out of context right now, not having seen the film, but it's technically possible. The barrier we have on actually achieving those goals is a social value barrier. It's how the society thinks, and the Zeitgeist movement exists to engage the public in creating this as a possibility. So, since we're heard California-wide, and there are a lot of people saying, I had no idea I could actually participate. I've seen Zeitgeist Addendum, I've seen the first one, I hear about it, I know about it, but I didn't know there was a place I could go and actually learn more and be a participant in my own solution, by the way, and other people whom I've never even met. Mm-hmm. What can people do? Well, first of all, what people can do is if you want to learn more, you can go to the zeitgeistmovement.com, and there's a page that shows you where all the active chapters across the world are, and depending on where you live, you can click through to a chapter in your area. Sign up, introduce yourself, and right now we're in an awareness phase.
You're having an affair?
No. We're in an awareness phase. Basically, our fundamental principle right now, what we're trying to accomplish is enough global mass awareness. Without that, nothing's going to change. We're just going to get what we get. And so this movie project, the 300 theatrical screenings throughout the world right now, are representative of the efforts of independent groups across the globe to take part in this awareness. And you can do that locally with your local chapter. You come to the state of California, the Zeitgeist Movement webpage, zmca.org, and you can find all the local subchapters that are active right now and participate in your area, and basically helping and talk to people, engage the public, let them know about what these solutions are to the persistent problems that we have. And that's really the #1 thing you can do first.
Perfect. And aren't we lucky to have an organization like the Artivist Film Festival, Artivist.com, where perpetually and ongoing they make these things available to the general public, and you and your personal efforts pushing forth the Zeitgeist movement, what a great collaboration. And I think this is also another example to each of us that, yes, if we get together and collaborate, it goes from 1 to 10,000 to 10 million, something I think you've already seen as growth in this.
Yes. One of the things I like to express is the Zeitgeist movement is not an organization in the general sense that people think of it, like a nonprofit or something like Greenpeace or something like that. It's a social movement. So it's just a volunteer movement of people that support the idea and see merit in the solutions to the constant problems of pollution, crime, poverty, low education, warfare, the litany of things that we see as problems are outcomes of the system. And once we acknowledge that, we start asking different questions, and then the solutions proposed by Jacques Fresco and the Venus Project start to make a lot of sense.
Well, thank you so much for explaining this. And the elevator goes up from here.
Yes, it does. And it's going to go up all over the world this weekend, LA being one of the 315, one second, Shar.
Over 300.
Yeah, how many screenings tonight, or this weekend? 325 screenings across the world, starting tonight. You can go to the zeitgeistmovingforward.com, and there's a map of all the locations that are having a screening between now and January 25th.
Thank you so much.
You got it.